And here is the fifth video of the writing test 2 of the IELTS test. Okay, here is script number 9 for the test 2 writing. Before we look at the prompt, let's look at the word count. 235 words. Now we are getting into danger territory. A script that's this under length is going to get penalized for the task response. There's a reason why they say, well, it doesn't say here, but there's a reason why they say 250 words. Writing 235 words is going to get you a penalty. So let's look at the prompt. It's been said not everything that's learned is contained in books. Compare and contrast the knowledge gained from experience with knowledge gained from books. Okay, so compare and contrast. Which source is more important? Okay, so we have to do three things basically. Compare, contrast knowledge gained from books versus experience, and then also we need to make a decision, form an opinion on which is more important. Okay, so straight off the bat, we know the opinion of the writer. And here is a discussion of learning from books in a formal educational setting in this paragraph. And this paragraph has to do with learning through experience. And the last paragraph seems to be, I don't know, I suppose this is just, is this experience? Possibly. Teachers and parents. It's not books, so it's got to be experience. We'll have a look later. Okay, let's look at this one. Learning from books. Okay, so in school, from books, we learn the information we need to function in our society. Does this come from books? We learn how to speak and write and understand mathematical equations. These are all the information we need to live in our communities and earn a living. What? So you need to be able to speak and write and do math, and then you can earn a living. This is all the information we need. But if this is all the information we need, then why do we need this practical information? Okay. Okay, then the experience, how to get along with others, peer pressure, falling in love. Okay, so this is experience. So we have a theme to every paragraph so far. Last paragraph just seems to be, I don't know why this is here, to be honest with you. Okay, let's see. He might have, or she might have gotten 6, because they did address all parts of the task. We know what their position is, but because it's under length, it's probably only going to get a score of 5 for task response. Length is important. Okay, let's have a look at coherence and cohesion. Okay, there's some referencing here to this cliche. Okay, so here learn and learn. Okay, so earn a living. These are some referencing here. Nevertheless, Okay, this progression here, as we grow, as we leave adolescence behind. As we, okay, so I get this feeling that we're going through stages. We're looking at the word as we grow, as we leave, as we enter new stages. Okay. Let's look at 5. There may be a lack of overall progression. Well, I don't know where this last part of this comes from. At least the beginning of this doesn't seem to be a conclusion. The last sentence seems to be some kind of summation, but the first part of this paragraph is not. Maybe repetitive. Well, we saw some repetition. Yeah, not that many cohesive devices are used. So for coherence and cohesion, maybe a 5. Let's have a look at the vocabulary. Come from our participation in situations. I don't think people participate in situations. I think what the writer is trying to say is just life experiences, not participation in situations. T seems to be missing here, and he used a contraction. Stay away from contractions. Okay, we've got this word equations. That's pretty good. These are all the information. Well, information is not a countable noun, so it shouldn't be these are. Okay, we have a contraction again. Another contraction. Contraction. Okay, so not too many mistakes, but a real problem with style. Big problem with style. There's no attempt to use less common vocabulary, except possibly equations, but that's not enough. Not for a 6, no, so limited range of vocabulary. It's adequate for the task, but it's just not that range we're looking for to get a 6, so 5 for vocabulary. And the grammar, okay, here we have this conjunction and. Simple sentences, very accurate, but they're all simple. Okay, here is compound sentence. This is just a little repetitive. As we grow, no one can. As we leave, no one can. This is exactly the same pattern. Okay, here we have another compound sentence, and not enough though, there's too many simple sentences. So, grammar, quite a limited range of structures. Attempts complex sentences, yeah, there's an attempt, but not a mix. Too limited. So, this seems to be a 5 overall. Even though there were so few mistakes, the writer should have taken more risks, I think. Okay, here's script number 10. So first let's look at the word count. Ooh, no, not this one. Word count. This script word count comes in at 269 words. So it's safe, it's over 250, and it's reasonable. It's realistic length. This is what you should be aiming for in your writing. Let's look at the prompt. Nowadays we're producing more and more rubbish. Why do you think this is happening? What can governments do to help reduce the amount of rubbish produced? Okay, so we have to give reasons and solutions. Okay, so we have this introductory paragraph, and then beautiful, the writer says there are many reasons why so much rubbish is produced. Great, that's exactly what the prompt is asking us to do. Why do you think this is happening? So I imagine this paragraph is going to have reasons, one important factor, furthermore. Okay, so there seems to be two reasons, two main reasons. Okay, very easy to follow. Governments can do various things to decrease the amount of garbage. Well, that's exactly what the prompt is asking us to do. What can governments do? First, they can do whatever this is. Also, government can invest. Okay, so two possible solutions. In conclusion, the reason behind... Okay, we have a conclusion. Let's go back to the second paragraph. One important factor is the consumer's lifestyle. Okay, people buy too many things. Packaging is thrown away. Furthermore, people don't recycle. People don't recycle because they're too busy. Okay? Governments can do things. Firstly, legislation. Also, you also analyzes this. Might not be popular. So governments could invest in building recycling plants, and he expands on this, gives an example. Okay, that looks great. Conclusion. Okay, why should this not get an 8? Let's see. Sufficiently addresses all parts of the task, definitely. A well-developed response, yes. It's relevant, yes. It's extended, yes. It's supported, yes. All of these. So 8 seems to be a fair score for task response. Let's go on to look at coherence and cohesion. Okay, so it tells us there's going to be reasons. One important factor is blah, blah, blah. Let's let them, there's some reference in here. As a result, furthermore, the main reason for this. Okay, so everything just flows into each other. Great. Okay, so governments can do firstly, as a result, this, referring to that. Also, for example, it tells us this is the conclusion. Why should this not be an 8? Let's see. Sequences information ideas logically, yeah. Paragraphing is sufficient and appropriate, definitely, yeah. Good. Let's look at the vocabulary used. Okay, we've got consumerist lifestyle. The consumerist part's pretty good. Packaging, yeah. Do not separate reusable garbage like cans. Well, I don't know if cans is garbage, really. Cans are like recycling. Reusable garbage. That should be recycling. There's a bit of a problem here. Make enough money. Well, maybe we could come up with better words than that. Make money. Earn money. Earn a living. Legislate laws. Okay. A certain level. Throwing away. It's a little bit simple here. Building recycling plants. So that more garbage is reused to produce new products. But then it's not garbage, it's recycling. Okay, so the writer didn't take a whole lot of risks, even though the vocabulary is well controlled for accuracy. The range is just a little bit limited. 6 is probably a good score for this one. Let's have a look at the grammar. Face increasing, the same SMS, okay. Is produced. Okay, so here we have a passive structure, which is led. Again, that's good. The packaging is thrown away. Passive again. Here we have present tense. Present tense again. I'm looking for this is. Present tense. Buying things which they need to avoid throwing away too much. To avoid throwing. Okay, this avoid throwing isn't bad. This is likely to be very effective, although it might be popular. Well, for a 7, we'd need a variety of complex structures. Now, I don't see this, even though there are a lot of error-free sentences. To get a 7 for grammar, you need to meet each of these criteria, and I think this one just doesn't do it. There's not enough variety, so it's got to be a 6. It's too bad. So overall, 6.5.